Oh, ladies and gents, how good are blowouts in the NBL? It definitely isn't the same as the NRL. How many times do you see, the Panthers be up by 30 or 40 and Isaiah Yeo still punching out that 80 minutes? It just doesn't happen in basketball. And yeah, especially last night you saw that. And unfortunately, the trade-in of Frolling, captaincy of Parker Jackson-Cartwright wasn't spectacular at all. But how good's Lockie Yeo? 24 in that stint. It was looking at stages that with the trades that I was going to be doing that he could have been potentially one of my starters, and it wasn't the case in the end. But he picked up a lovely 24 and hopefully a solid score again in just 13 minutes. So his scoring ability is second to none, and hopefully he gets more opportunities across the rest of the NBL season. But I did bring in Semi Frolling, and he was on 21 with 10.7 rebounds midway through the third quarter, and played an extra 2 minutes, I think, for the rest of the game and didn't get any more stats. So that was a double-double waiting to happen, and another 30-point outing for Sammy Boy. But of course, he picks up his lowest score of the year, I believe, with a 21, and then Parker again. I think it was 22 midway through that third quarter. I was like, oh, cool. Like, they started to make a bit of a comeback, and then it just never happened from there. And that's the frustrating thing with basketball sometimes. But my trade outs, it worked out pretty well in the end. I did end up selling Kareem Lopez once we saw that he was benched, or in the end not actually playing. And just the way that they run lineups and benchings and stuff is so bad, unfortunately, in the NBL. Incredible in the NRL, the way they do it, and the way there's so many guys and gals covering the league, and insiders and people in the know for different clubs, and they give you the correct information when they hear it. It just doesn't happen with the NBL. And the talk was that he was suiting up to play, and he wasn't even. It was decided days before that he wasn't going to play Kareem Lopez. So I'm very glad I obviously sold him. And I ended up selling Bannon as well, given he was injured. So hopefully Doolittle plays. Henschel's coming off some terrific form in the Fever play. So I'm keen to see him out there as well. I'm going to start him, and that was the reason for that, just how well he played over there, and hopefully can bring some of that confidence back against the Brisbane Bullets. Bullets lost Deng Adele as well, so Bannon's out. Deng broke his hand, apparently, broke his wrist, I should say. Yes, that's not good at all. But yeah, thankfully, traded those two out, so I didn't get that 0 from Lopez, and I picked up a 24 off the bench for Aldridge, and we just need some bounce back games from Parker and also Sam. Get them, both into the 30s or 40s for Jackson Cartwright would be lovely, and we'll go from there. But I did hold Harrison in the end, had 4,600 in the tank to be able to do that, thank goodness, and sell Lopez and Bannon instead of Harrison and Bannon there in that scenario. Cook on the bench, got Glover in there, but the trade-in of Cotton and Frolling in that one for those two guys. So pretty simple. That's where we're at this week. Not expecting it to be a tremendous week, given, I got brought in Frolling for the 21. But obviously the next bunch of weeks is going to be where our bread's buttered and where things is going to work out when we get a Davis, a Harrell, when you can get them inside. Can you get them in your side? And is there a cheaper guy that's available over the next bunch of weeks that can actually score okay off your bench, but also allow you to get that extra cash to get up to those big dogs? That's going to be the big question. They're my trades for the week. That's where we're at. And I wish you guys all the best of luck this weekend.